Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I just got a little bit of a inspiration and go on to go and record myself, but I didn't realize I just woke up not long ago, and I look a little bit out of bed look. But it's all good. It's all good, right? So I'll be just doing the things if you don't mind. I wanted to talk to you guys about consciousness today, about the vibe of being conscious of oneself. Okay, it's so important because you don't operate on programs that have been imprinted on you previously by either your guardians, or you just get them. That's energy. You just take them on from when you were born, right? You just take them on. And if the energy of your father and your mother is derogatory towards themselves, you will have the same vibe. Yeah, let's say that your dad or your mom felt that they are worthless, yeah, that they mean nothing, and they didn't realize, they didn't understand what is who they are, who and why they're really here, what is their true purpose. Yeah, they were born into a family who didn't treat them right, perhaps, or who didn't know how to teach them about them. Okay, therefore they formed the beliefs about themselves that were just non-serving their existence, non-serving their conscious, their being conscious of who they are. Okay, if you are conscious of who you are emitting a vibe out of yourself, okay, that is different to other vibes, okay, and it's attractive vibe, and other people are curious of you because this is a rarity to know who you are right now. Okay, because if you look on the outside, people are lost, right? Because they are like, I had really some interesting conversations yesterday. I went to a party and it was just a cluster of people with different beliefs and different sort of different everything, different views, different, and it was just beautiful to actually exchange these and absorb some, just to realize this is something that I'm interested in, right? Just to get to know people's minds, so that I know more about what what their imprints are, right? However, when it comes to when it comes to your ancestors, let's say your ancestors, does it look like I've got a haircut? That's not even consciousness of being unworthy of anything. Yeah, like I don't belong here, excuse me, or I shouldn't be here, I don't deserve this. Yeah, I'm not allowed this, right? I'm worth nothing, right? This shouldn't be for me, it's not for me, I can't have this. Yeah, these are all consciousnesses. You have to understand, these are all little clouds that you are inside of. Okay, I am worthless. I'm not saying this, by the way. This is just an example, okay? If your parents thought this on themselves, and they had a belief that they have only this much that they deserve, or they deserve very little, or they are not worthy of anything better than what they already had, and they had little, because that was the effect of their thinking, right? Because the way you think produces the results, right, in your life. Okay, so if your thinking about yourself is derogatory, is non-serving, is demeaning, right, you are going to even sabotage yourself by not even knowing why. Okay, and you are going to have this emptiness within yourself that is going to cause you do things that you don't even understand what you're doing, right? So for example, hurting yourself, because you hurting yourself by trying to fill that void somehow. Okay, and just to numb this need. Yeah, and this need inside of you that you have, that you think that you're going to ease by using drugs, alcohol, casual sex, food, watching TV, binge doing whatever, yeah, this need is the need of being conscious of who you are. That's the only need you have within you. The only emptiness that you have, the emptiness that you feel empty, that is your job to discover who you are in your real essence. And you cannot do it by numbing it or by pretending it's not there or running away from it. The moment you feel the urge to do something or just go out there, and then you have this little anxiety what to do with yourself, and then you just go out there and do the things, that's the exact moment where you should sit down with yourself and start writing and finding out what is going on right now with you, right? What is going on within you? What is it that you need? What is it that you really want? What is it that you require? What are your needs that need fulfilling? Okay? And you become conscious, right, of yourself. So if you become conscious of yourself, you have different energy because you are more confident. You have knowledge about what you want. You are gaining a knowledge on you, basically, right? So imagine you have a child, and in order for you to get to know this kid, you need to ask them questions, right? You need to ask them questions. What is it that you're thinking in your head? Or what would you do if this happened? Or if you had like a dream job or whatever, what would it be? What are your 5 biggest dreams? You ask these questions to your kids, I hope you do, so that they can just reveal in front of you who they really are, right? What are their dreams? What are their thoughts? What are their ideas in their minds? And then they open the minds, and then obviously they can expand. So they by talking to you, they find out more about themselves. And the more they talk, the more they obviously can expand on whatever, if you allow them, okay? The same thing you should do is to happen. The same thing should happen to you with you, right? That's exactly the same pattern, right? You are now an adult, and yes, maybe your parents had a worthlessness consciousness, but if you pull yourself out of this consciousness and you start thinking of yourself as worthy of this attention, of needs fulfillment, right? Of asking you how you feel, of making sure that you only experience the good things if you can, right? During a day, obviously, so that you can spoil yourself almost, right? So do the opposite of what your parents did. They didn't allow you, right? They didn't think that you were worthy, or they didn't think they were worthy. Therefore, they didn't spoil themselves or allow themselves the good things, because you should only allow yourself good feelings. Yeah, good feelings, and this should be conscious. So from the inside of you, a different vibe comes out when you are conscious of you, because the knowledge is giving you of who you are, the knowledge on what your needs are, what you really think, what your expectations are towards yourself and towards the world, what you really want and what you can do, and what you think you should do in order to get it, is the knowledge of you, right? Of who you really are. And therefore, with you having a knowledge and holding a knowledge, you get the more and more confident with who you are, okay? So this consciousness then just beams out of you. It's a state of being, okay? And that's the first step to get yourself into the point where you can start working on what is in your subconsciousness. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do things like that simultaneously, because you can do this together. Work on yourself, but at the same time start feeding your subconscious mind with the things that you know that they're going to serve in the future. Yeah. Then obviously you just get bombarded with with everything that you know is good for you and your being, your energetic being, your multidimensional being, right? But you you also have to remember that this is a little tricky part here. Happens when you start pushing out the old beliefs. You start pushing out the old consciousness, because it's like, let's say that you are in this little cloud of your parents' energy, because this is what you've inherited with them, from them. No matter what your beliefs came out as well during your lifetime, you also inherited some energy that you were born into, because your parents held it. If they didn't hold the right beliefs about themselves that would be expansive, right, then you are going to be passive, or it's going to be regressive. Yeah. There's not going to be progression. Yeah. You're gonna go down and down in a spiral of misery. Okay, but just so you know, okay, even although in this pattern of from going from one generation to another, you actually were in that cloud of energy that is non-serving, that's gray, that's just dark and brown and thick and sticky. Yeah. You, by working on yourself, by self-growth, by just growing and wanting to become a better and progress and expand yourself as a human, as a but on across every, obviously I'm talking about all the areas. Yeah, it's a physical, it's a mental, it's emotional, it's spiritual, right? All of it. Anybody who does any other growth that doesn't include these four pieces, they are not doing the growth properly. Okay, because this is what you consist of. Okay, your energy has to be cleansed across all of those levels. Okay, so you can still pull yourself out of the consciousness that you had been born into and inherited from your parents by doing the work. Yeah, by repeating to yourself the things that you want to think about yourself, because the beliefs are to be changed, because beliefs are programs. Okay, so let's say you're a computer, you are this computer which has Windows 5 on, because your parents, they basically operated on Windows 5, and you think that Windows 5 is okay. Let's say that you operate on Windows 6 right now because you couldn't do anything but to upgrade by growing, but if you still have the programs from that old computer, you won't be able to upgrade even more. So you have to just get rid of the whole system and then just reboot it completely and install the new one. Yeah. So you go straight to Windows 10, and it's gonna hurt, because growth is going to hurt you. You're gonna have to say goodbye to everything that you believe so far about you, about your parents, about about the world, and then see and realize that you were just a product. You are a product of somebody else's consciousness. Okay, and now you can be your own product. Okay, you can, because you now are your own parent. You just need to figure out the best things for yourself, and the best ideas for yourself, and the best quality beliefs there are for yourself. Okay, but how am I supposed to do it if I don't know who I am, if I don't know what I should think? Yeah, by looking at yourself. Yeah, I just had like a little a message today. Somebody was talking about me and blah blah blah. Somebody's just like had a little rant about me in the shop, and there were two women talking about what I'm doing and stuff like that, and they weren't happy with my with whatever. And I thought to myself that because people just are so focused out on, I don't spend fucking minute during the day to think about other people's doings and thinking and their decisions or whatever. I'm just only thinking about my own decisions. Why they are like this? What did they come from? Do they serve me? Why did I make a decision that didn't serve me, for example? Because it does happen to me, right? I sometimes do things that they just like, they were completely crap, and I knew they're gonna be crap, and I did it anyway. Okay, so yeah, of course, nobody's saint here, and we make those mistakes. But if we auto-reflect, if you auto-reflect, you get to know yourself a bit better. Yeah, so writing things down is best thing to do to get to know yourself a little bit, and then you just slowly but surely come out of the old consciousness of your old beliefs and a system that your parents and your ancestors were operating on, and you just introducing the new ones. You can get to know your own needs just only by asking yourself questions and about your needs, right? Realizing what your qualities are, realizing what your values are, and based on that, you build new beliefs. Okay, and what is it important to you to be poor for the rest of your life, or is it important for you just to be abundant for the rest of your life? Okay, so those programs, they obviously start from I am, right? And if you say like I am always broke, then you will always be broke, because your reality is based on what you think and what you believe. Everything is belief based. You have to understand. Okay, everything is belief based, and you say I am, you have to be so careful what goes for after I am, because I am determines what your life looks like. Okay, always. Okay, I am beautiful, then you become beautiful to yourself. I am slim, then you become slim to yourself. I am amazing, then you become amazing in your own eyes. And you do amazing things because your actions will follow the belief that you hold about yourself. Before you and your consciousness going to change from I am worthless to I am amazing, time will have to be dedicated. Effort will have to be dedicated, right? There will be constant growth and work that needs to be put in and energy into changing from a person who's worthless into a person who is going to be amazing, right? It's not going to happen overnight to you. You are already amazing. It's just the belief that you hold, for example, that is stopping you from achieving the things you really want, right? So I am abundant, right? I am a rich person, or I am poor, I'm always broke, I don't have money, right? For example, or I am fat, okay? I always put on weight, I easily put on weight. No, I can eat whatever I want, for example. Yeah, I mean, if you can choose any belief for yourself, why would it be I'm fat, right? If you can choose any belief for yourself, then why would it be I am broke, right? Or I'm a shit money manager, when you can be a good money manager if you choose to. Because it doesn't really matter how you're going to get there. You need to first choose the belief that you want for yourself before it happens, okay? That's why so many people are stuck in the same place, because they don't understand how you change yourself into a person you really want to be. And then they carry on moaning about being in the place that they don't really want to be, and they are actually happy to agree with the dissatisfactory situation that they found themselves in, that is, by the way, a product of their beliefs, instead of actually working towards that goal and figuring out the idea about for themselves and creating themselves into someone who thinks completely different, right? So if you think completely different about yourself to what you think about yourself right now, where are you going to be in 5 years? If you started thinking about yourself right now that you are a rich person, that obviously you always have money no matter what happens, or you have a financial freedom and independence to such way that you can do whatever you want during the day, but the money flows into your life anyway. Or for example, that you can eat whatever you want no matter what you eat, and you're going to realize that you then can't help but introduce nice and healthy practices anyway, right? But you can relax into food, and you can relax into exercises, you can relax into your body, because you know that your core belief is that you're always thin anyway. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you do, you always have the same, and it's irrelevant what you eat and what you are doing food-wise and exercise-wise, your figure always stays and remains the same, for example, right? Or you always have, because your belief is that you are in an amazing, meaningful relationship with your romantic partner, right? A romantic relationship with your partner, and then you obviously do a lot of fun things together, and you trust each other, and that's a norm, right, for you. It's just to have a nice, calm relationship that you have with another person, and you like have fun growing together all the time, okay? Or for example, that you have great time with your child, or that you always look amazing, or that you always feel great, or you always feel younger and younger every day, or like you feel like you're progressing because you always have more energy. So if you can say things like that every day, it doesn't matter how it's going to become true for you. As long as you start saying these things first, okay, and introduce them as your new pattern and your new belief, that is your first step to get you out of the consciousness that you had been born into, that you inherited from your ancestors, yeah? If this is something that you can see that generational line didn't really at all benefited from it, didn't really benefit from it, but you could change that and crack this code, and with this knowledge that these things, they only are based on what the whole generation was, the generations of yours were believing into, and now you know that the beliefs are programs that are even they're even in your body, yeah. They're held in your body. They're held in your stomach, in your particular parts of body, and your organs. Okay, so if you know that you can change these things, why not give yourself the best Yeah, the best, the most amazing ones, and then start working from then onwards. Okay, and you know what happens? You know how to do this, how to change yourself. You need to repeat this to yourself, because what you were repeated during a lifetime, or even your parents were repeating, that this is expensive, we don't have money, we can't afford it, we are poor, it's worse and worse, there's less and less money in the world. Bullshit, right? For example, there's much more money in the world because you can always print some more. It's just like, can you imagine, like this is my favorite example. Sheep grazing in the field. Yeah, can you imagine that this sheep that stands there and eats grass, she is fucking anxious and stressing about the fact that grass is that never gonna grow again, or that it's going to be, that it's gonna run out and it's not gonna have enough grass to eat for the rest of its life. Grass is abundant just as much as money, for example, just as much as health, just as much as love, just as much as anything that you really want. Yeah, you just need to reach out for it and then make yourself realize, and energy, by the way, that there is a lot of it and it's all available for you. Yeah, all you need to do is actually open up for it and open it up to receiving. But in order to do it, you just need to get rid of all the blocks that you have, and the blocks that are blocking you, the barriers that are stopping everything out of you, are the beliefs that you hold that are non-serving. Okay, and that's why it's so important for you to start repeating every day what you want to happen in your life, rather than just repeating the same pattern and the bullshit that you were given by your parents. Okay, or I'm not saying that this is bullshit, because yeah, your parents were believing whatever, because their consciousness was different. But what I'm trying to say here, no one's done anything wrong here. They were just unconscious, and they were just like unaware of their own being and who they really are, and how everything that comes out of them really is what happens in their life. Because if everything is belief based and you hold in all the beliefs and you look out in your life and you are really happy and satisfied, right, then that everything is in alignment. But if you are not in alignment, then the chances are that you're not going to have a dream partner, you're not going to have a dream money, you're not going to have a dream job, you're not going to have anything that really, and the happiness and the feeling and the calmness, you just always going to struggle, and there's going to be lack, and there's going to be poverty, and there's going to be always forever just like, oh, I'm not sure what to do, feeling stuck, blah, 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 right? So without knowing who you are and what you want, you're never going to find out what your needs are and what your standards are for your beliefs, okay, which are determining everything that's happening in your life, okay? Because everything is belief based. Your beliefs are creating your reality. Therefore, if there is anything wrong in your reality, you know that you have a shitty belief. Okay, shitty beliefs create shitty life. Okay, amazing beliefs create amazing lives. Now, for you to change beliefs, just like you had a child who was repeated over and over again that they can do it, that they can do it, that they can do it, that it's possible for them, it's possible for them, they can do it, they should do it, blah, blah, blah. And you just imprinting the things to your kid so that they believe in themselves, so that they know they can do it. And no matter what, they always able to do whatever other people do, for example, and that they are amazing. And they finally, as a person and as a grown-ass person, they're going to believe they are amazing. They're going to believe that they have this in them, this blueprint in them that is going to allow them to do whatever they want and reach out for whatever they feel they want. This is how you created a person, and the beliefs that are serving their purpose, right? The beliefs that are serving their lives, because they're going to be experiencing progress in their lives, because that's what they want, that's what they believe, that's what they programmed as. A person who thinks they're amazing, they can do whatever they want, and they can do it, and it's possible for them. And these are the patterns that you should be also repeating to yourself every day. I am successful, I can do this, it's possible for me, I can have this, I can afford this, I am amazing, right? Everything in my life always serves me. Everything is always working out for me. Everything in my life happens for me. I am so pleased with my life. My life is so beautiful. Everything is working out so that I can progress in a big ass way, right? and so on and so on. And I always this, and it all has to be positive. Otherwise, you only hurting yourself, and you are stopping yourself from growing. You're stopping yourself from receiving the things that are good for you. Because if you stop them, then you're not gonna have anything. Yeah, you only have so much, as much as you feel you deserve in life. Okay, so yes, very good video. Thank you for this. It came out of the blue, but I'm glad I recorded it because it was so important to realize yourself. That's yourself. That's your consciousness. That is you. Yeah. You need to know exactly how you want to think, what you want to believe, and once you start believing it, once you have a whole set of beliefs that you want to implement in your life, repeat it every day in the form of affirmations, even in front of a mirror. Yeah, this is the exercise. For example, right? You come up to a mirror, you smile at yourself, and then whatever you want there, like for example, I always say things like, I am super hot. I'm always super hot. I always look and feel amazing, right? I always feel comfortable in my physical body, right? I always feel relaxed. I always feel safe. I always feel calm, right? Things like that. So these beliefs, those little thoughts, I remember, yeah? And then I remember that I repeated them in the morning, and when there is a second during the day, there's a little turbulences, yeah? I remind myself what I was speaking to myself in the morning. Oh, I'm safe, yeah? Even if I'm experiencing a little tiny anxiety because, I don't know, something's happening around me that I'm not really sure what's going on, and there is an energy shift or exchange, and I feel a little uneasy. I remember that I am myself. I always feel myself when I am around people. I know how to express myself the way I want to. I feel comfortable expressing myself the way I want to express myself. And I know how I want to believe about myself as well. So I remind myself this, that I am safe, I am calm, I am peaceful, I feel relaxed. And I can just dip into and relax into myself and relax into my body, because this is how I choose to believe that I am. Yeah. And exactly the same with everything else. And health is just the priority right now, because I can see that when I look around, there's so many people who are like, they're experiencing fucking earlier and earlier some kind of diseases and some kind of unexplained symptoms that they could easily be removed, should there be a right belief about their lives. But in order to be healthy, you need to change a lot of things in your life. Okay, you change things, because whatever made you unhealthy are your choices, your everyday choices. And therefore, your first number one affirmation in the morning, which is mine as well, when I look at myself in the mirror, it's like, I am a healthy person. I am super fucking healthy. Yeah, I am a healthy person, even if, because I do obviously experience physical discomfort every now and again. But I never even for a second have any doubt that this is something that is going to be removed out of my system soon, that this is some kind of signal that maybe, I don't know, my wrist is a little tired. So now what I need to do in order for my wrist to be better and come back to my usual comfortable state, because I am a healthy person and I feel comfortable in my body, right? And that's my core belief. Then I'm programmed onto thinking, what am I supposed to do right now? A little bit of a massage or a little bit of an ointment, and whatever needs, right? It just goes away. I don't actually have to even be bothered about it. Yeah, it doesn't feel comfortable, but in my mind, I don't want to concentrate on that, because that's going to go worse if you're going to start thinking about the pain, if you're going to start thinking about the discomfort, if you're going to start, you need to think about and concentrate your thoughts and your energy onto the comfort, onto the health. This is how you start with health, okay? And then you just start progressing in health, not progressing and regressing into the disease, and into the discomfort, into the symptom, yeah? You just progress onto coming out of the symptom and removing it out of your space as soon as possible. This is how it's done, okay? That's so fucking easy, because it's belief-based, okay? You believe you're a healthy person. You believe you are comfortable in your body. You believe you are a healthy person who feels comfortable in the physical body at all times, okay, then it happens for you. But you need to make that step and repeat that every day to yourself. And then after a while, those beliefs are going to start producing the thoughts that are going to bring you that state that you require. But it's not going to start happening if you don't say the right things, right? Instead of saying like, oh, my knees are bad, this is happening, I am so poor, I'm so old, I'm getting old. Bullshit, right? Whatever you want to think is going to happen in your life. Okay, so choose the best thoughts for yourself. Okay, I love you guys. I thought that this was a brilliant message. I really love it, and I hope a lot of people are going to benefit from it. Guys, you have no idea how important it is right now for you just to concentrate on discovering what you really want, because manifestation process is coming, is speeding. Yeah, it's speeding, is spinning really quickly, and you are manifesting everything that you think about. Take a piece of paper and write down what you want to think about, and start changing the thoughts into the things that you want to change, that you want to change thinking about, right? Things that you want to think about, so that your life is the way you want to be. Think about how you want your life to be, and stop thinking about the way it is right now if it's not serving. How you want to be, how you want to feel, what you want to do, what you want to have, all the things you can say and write down. Repeat them every day. Affirmations are little seeds. Affirmations are little, these are just little sprinkles that you put all the time on your little plant. Okay? You are the plant. Put those little sprinkles, those little nourishing sprinkles, those affirmations of what you want your life to look like, and you see the magic happen for you after a while. But you need to be consistent and persistent. You cannot just say like, oh yes, I am amazing, and then never say it again, right? Because your body needs to absorb it every day. It needs to be a mantra. It needs to be a prayer. It needs to be just affirmation of who you really want to be. Yeah, that's how you become, right? So from a person who is not confident, you can become a person who's more confident by just saying at first, I am a confident person. I choose to be a confident person. I know how to express myself. I know how to speak my truth. I speak my truth with ease, right? I am courageous with speaking how I want things to be for me, right? Blah, blah, blah. And this is how it is happening for you. You need to start saying these things outside it to you, because your heart can listens to you, your body listens to you, your subconsciousness mind is absorbing all the time of what you are saying to it, right? It's absorbing things like, I am fat, I am worthless, I'm never gonna get anywhere, right? Things like, I hate myself, I look shit, right? I am clumsy, I am ugly, my hair looks awful, or whatever, yeah? You have to understand that your subconsciousness doesn't know the truth. It will give you whatever you will feed it. Okay, if you feed it shit, it will give you shit times 10 or 100. If you feed it amazingness, it will give you amazingness times 10 or 100. Okay, now in order for you to change everything, and it's your responsibility, I promise to you, because the more you have pulled yourself out of the old consciousness that's not serving, the better your vibe from your heart, right? The more happy you're going to feel, the more amazing you're going to feel, the more everybody around you is going to feel your energy, especially when you are powerful empath. And do not make excuses, right? Because that's the only really job, this is the only job that you have in this lifetime. The rest is not a priority. Your vibe is your priority, because on your vibe depends your physical health and the health, the mental and emotional health of everybody that is around you. Okay, so make sure that you work on yourself, make sure that you grow every day, make sure that you figure out what you really want for yourself, and start repeating those things to yourself like you believe it. Yeah, like you already have a feeling, you're feeling. Yeah, like if you feel like at the moment you are unhealthy, and yes, accept that I am unhealthy, and I just made that state possible for myself because I have shitloads of little discomforts and symptoms. But from now onwards, I decide that I want to be a healthy person because I believe that everything is possible and everything is belief based. From now onwards, I choose to have be into a consciousness of a healthy person. And from now onwards, I'm just saying to myself, no, it doesn't matter how you're going to see after a while, things will fall into place for you so that you become that healthy person. But if you don't start saying that you are healthy, a healthy person, that your priority is health, that you love your health, that you respect your health, that you're grateful for your health, nothing will happen for you and nothing will change. You're just going to deteriorate into the state of disease because that's all you've been thinking about. That's all energy, and energy flows where attention goes. If your attention goes into the negative or non-pleasant, non-serving, non-progressive, or just regressive, then this is what you're going to get more of. Okay, if your energy, your attention will flow into the health, into prosperity, into abundance, into amazing feeling, a lot of energy, a lot of motivation, a lot of being a fucking amazing person that you are already, then this is what you get more of every day. Okay, so choice is yours. Okay, but then don't be surprised if certain people that you really want in your life, they're gonna be just like stepping away from you if you will carry on being concentrated on that negative. Because the more negative you get and the more spiral, there's less and less people who believe in that fact that this is all happening to us because we are little victims. We are not. We are creating our reality. This is exactly why we are here. We're amazing creatures, multidimensional creatures who create our own environment with our thoughts. Okay, and your environment, the way it is, shows what is really inside of your mind. Okay, if it's beautiful, if your life is amazing, if it's flourishing, if it's expansive, that means that your mind is just of that nature. If this is regressive, then that means your mind is of this nature. Your mind needs to be looked at very closely. You need to be conscious of it. You need to be aware of what you're thinking about, what you believe in, and then work it from there. That's your responsibility. That is your duty. And if you don't do it, then you just don't do it. You choose it, right? But that doesn't change the fact that it's not on you, okay? Because it doesn't happen for you, or it doesn't happen to you. It's happening because of you, because of the way you think, okay? Right, I love you. Have an amazing day today. It's Sunday. It's beautiful outside. I'm going to now go and enjoy myself and be super cool as I am all the time, okay? So, love you. Take care. Bye-bye.